Welcome back to Huntington Park Institute of Applied Medicine's Back to School Night for fall of 2021. If we could go to the next slide, that would be fantastic. Welcome class of 2023. That's all of you sitting here in the chairs. It's nice to see you all. Let's go to the next one. Ms. Carlos is talking. We're going to skip her and we're going to go to the next slide, which is Mrs. Van Hill.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Van Hill. I am the English teacher for all the 11th graders. So if I have your student is either in my American literature class or in my AP English class, which is language and composition. The AP class is a college level course, so your student is expected to do college level work. There is an AP test in May of next year, and if they pass that test with a 3, 4, or a 5, they can earn college credit, so they're already ahead of the game in college. So if your child is not in an AP course, they are in my 11th grade English course, which is American literature. The grade breakdown is 40% classwork, 50% essays, projects, and tests, and of course the 10% school-wide grade.
All right, I'm back. I'm Mr. Suarez. I teach your kids grade books and or speech class because they're both electives. In grade books, we are reading the classics. So we're going to read some Hemingway, we're going to read some McCarthy, and in speech class, your kids, introverts though they may be, are going to get up in front of the class and they're going to do a lot of public speaking. And we're going to do 3 projects. And don't worry, I'm going to get them ready to go with all kinds of fun exercises. And it'll be a good time in that class. If you want to contact me, there's my email right there. If you've scanned the QR code, you'll have access to my email. But the best way to get a hold of me is through Schoology. I'm pretty good at getting back to people within 24 hours. And now we'll just pass it on to.
In my Google Voice number, you guys will have access to this presentation. At the end of the presentation, you guys can go ahead and scan the QR code in the pink posters, and you will have a copy of the presentation in your phone so you guys can have all of our contact information. Hello, my name is Ms. Martinez. I teach Algebra 2 alongside Mr. Park and Ms. Matos Juarez. All our work for our class can be found in Schoology, organized in weekly folders. We also will be using the new curriculum workbook, so make sure that you have your students carry that when they have Algebra 2. For our grade breakdown, we have 10% school-wide grade, 50% assessments and projects, 30% assignments. If you would like to message any of us, we prefer that you send us a message through Schoology, including your block number. We will be holding tutoring every Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30, and then also if they need to make up a test, they have 2 opportunities to do so, but they need to make up the work or the test in tutoring. And then the next slide, we also teach Algebra 2 tutorial, myself and Ms. Matos. The work is organized similarly in weekly folders. Our grade breakdown is 10% school-wide grade and 90% work. That includes classwork. There is no homework in this class unless they don't finish their classwork. Please message us through Schoology, and then we have the same office hours.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ms. Matos Juarez. I am the pre-calculus teacher. I also teach Algebra 2 and Algebra 2 tutorial. As Ms. Martinez mentioned, for Algebra 2, your child can make up to 2 tests, but pre-calculus is a little different. Pre-calculus is a college level course, even though it's not an AP class. So pre-calculus is a math elective. Your child is choosing to take this challenging course because they are interested in attending a 4-year university. So for this class, your child will be using a program online called MyLab Math. They will be able to access an online textbook. They will be able to do their homework and classwork through that online program. So for them, their grade is 10% school-wide grade, 50% of their grade is based on tests, 40% is based on their work. So essentially, they can do all the work and still not pass the class because their grade is heavily weighted on their test. So they are not allowed to make up any tests, and they can make up missing work by attending tutoring Thursdays from 3:30 to 4:30. My preferred method of communication is through Schoology messages, or you can email me as well.
Hello, I'm Mr. Amparan, and I teach chemistry here as well as interactions. So all the assignments, all the work, all the labs will all be on Schoology, so you'll have access to them. Just check it daily. We try to make it easy for you guys by putting it by week. And then the grade breakdown is 30% on tests, 30% on projects, 20% on classwork, 10% on homework, and 10% on school-wide grade. So we do this for a reason. This is a lab-based class, so your son or daughter should be going home and explaining the different experiments that they're doing in class. Communication, send me a Schoology message or send me an email. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible.
Good afternoon, dear parents and students. So I'm Dr. Caballero. I teach chemistry and interactions together with Mr. Amparan. We co-teach with each other, so you're expecting us to have a common grade breakdown, which he explained it already. I can be contacted if you have any problem or any questions regarding school, regarding the performance of your son or daughter. You can contact me through my email. And tutoring schedule, it's common to every science member faculty. You have from Monday 3:30 to 4:30 at rooms 201 and 202. But it will start on September 8th yet. And the program, I will discuss it more in detail with your children as soon as we have the materials coming into this school. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ms. Omer, and I teach U.S. History and Advanced Placement U.S. History. You can find all of the information of our course, of everything that you need in weekly folders on Schoology, where you'll find the lessons, assignment, assessments, etc. The first one is the grade breakdown for U.S. History. 10% is the school-wide grade, 65% are assessment and project, and 25% is our midterm and final. And then there is the A-Push, which is a college-level course. And you can see the breakdown there, so multiple choice encompasses all of that, and that's 30%. The writing encompasses all of that, and that's 25%. Writing essays are 25%. School-wide grade is 10, and participation activities and projects are 10%. You can contact me writing an email, but I do prefer through Schoology. And when you do message me, please make sure that you include your block. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Lonos. I am a biotechnology teacher. So I teach for the 11th grade clinical medical science. And it is one of the pathways here. It's the biotechnology pathway. So I don't have the grade breakdown here, but it is on Schoology. I will mention, however, as everyone else has said, the school-wide grade is 10% of my grade, just like everyone else. So I'm very glad to see you all here because that is a big part of your grade. School-wide grade is having your parents involved and being here. The other thing I will say is that my class is heavily lab-based. We are going to be doing a lot of mass spec labs, and we'll be doing some gel electrophoresis and other exciting labs like that, so I'm very excited about that. My contact information is there. I prefer if you contact me through Schoology, or Parent Portal, but you are more than welcome to contact me on my email or through my cell phone. And just as with the other teachers, I have office hours for tutoring. So you can find me on Mondays from 3:30 to 4:30 in room 201.
Hello everyone. I'm going to touch on the school-wide expectations. So one of the school-wide expectations we have is for your child to come to school every day. Learning happens when your children are present. Second expectation we have is to make sure that your child comes to school on time. School now starts at 8:30, but due to the daily pass, we highly encourage your child to arrive early. I don't know what happened, sorry. Thank you. So we kindly encourage your child to arrive early. Third expectation we have is to please abide by the school uniform policy. We understand that there have been some issues with our uniforms, but your children are 11th graders, so they should have uniforms. So please encourage them to start wearing their uniform. And if for any reason, maybe their uniform doesn't fit anymore, just please make sure that what they are bringing to school is appropriate. Especially for the ladies, we've had some issues, so please just make sure that your child is wearing appropriate clothing. Our fourth expectation is for your children to actively participate in all their classes. It's not just enough for them to be here, obviously that was an important expectation, but we also want them to participate. Please make sure that your child monitors their grades through Schoology, and through Parent Portal, you can also monitor their grades. If you don't have access to the Parent Portal, we do have people helping you set up your Parent Portal account so that you also have access to their Schoology and their grades. Also through Parent Portal, you will be able to communicate with your child's teachers, and as you saw from most of our presentations, that is our preferred method of communication, to just message us through Schoology. Our sixth expectation is that you and your child participate in all of our school-wide initiatives, such as this event tonight, the Back to School Night event. We also have student-led conferences, IDPs, senior defense when they're in 12th grade, and so on. Number 7 is to get involved in activities such as clubs, and I know things have been different due to COVID, but definitely as things start getting back to normal, we do want our students to participate in clubs and sports and internships, do community service. Our 8th expectation is to behave with integrity. We want our students to be honest, not to cheat, not to plagiarize. Our 9th expectation is for our students to mentor someone. We do have Link Crew, where our older classmen can mentor the younger classmen, but they don't have to be in Link Crew to help like a 9th grader or a 10th grader navigate through high school. 10th, we want our students to respect their school. So school-wide grade, as you know, we all mentioned that in all of their classes, 10% of their grade comes from the school-wide grade. So there are 3 components to the success at HPIAM. So we want our students to be determined to learn and work to pass all their classes. Our teachers, we are all here to support your children, to teach your children. And obviously, as parents, we want you to be there to support your children and provide them with love and support, to make sure that they have a quiet area in their home to do homework. And obviously, by participating in these events, we want you to be able to support your children. So just to reiterate, your child's grade for all their classes, 10% of their grade will be based on the school-wide grade. So students, make sure that you're checking your class of 2023 grade often to make sure that you're getting credit for all of the events.
So you guys should all be familiar with this, but I'm going to reacquaint you with the HPIAM Student Learning Outcomes, or SLOs, as you all know them. So by the time students graduate from HPIAM, they will be critical thinkers, meaning that you will be able to synthesize relevant information from reliable sources so you can solve complex problems. This is something expected of you not only here at HPIAM, but when you get out into the workforce and in college. Effective communicators who articulate ideas clearly to different audiences in various formats and settings in order to inform or persuade. Willing collaborators who contribute to the success of a group by taking initiative, holding themselves and others accountable, and working to include others equally by utilizing members' strengths. And finally, active citizens who utilize the talents and resources around them to lead efforts to improve community conditions and address social problems with empathy and integrity.
Thank you. So this is the HPIM pathway progression. So we are focused on the 11th grade, but I just want to tell you a little bit about what 9th and 10th grade were about. So both did a healthy interdisciplinary project in both fall and spring. Our kids this year are going to take part in a work readiness program this fall and spring, and they will also do a healthy interdisciplinary project in the spring. And in 12th grade, students, make sure that you keep your work because you will need that for your senior portfolio in the fall and the spring, and then you will have a portfolio and a senior defense in the spring. So this is the grade level project description of the juniors this year. Our juniors will participate in an IDP, interdisciplinary project where students will embody our school's SLOs. This year, students will work on environmental injustice, where students will investigate the different factors that contribute to unequal distribution of environmental burdens and the impacts on the overall health of our community. Students will have the opportunity to research in teams and will need to create their call to action as a next step. They will also need to present their findings to a panel of professionals.
Okay, everybody. I know we're giving you a lot of information tonight. This slide is about this school being a Title I school. So we are a Title I school because enough of a percentage of our students qualify for free or reduced lunch. And that means that we have been allocated a lot of extra money. Okay, and with that extra money, we need to make a school plan for student achievement. Okay, so if you are interested in having a say or helping to decide what we do with all that extra money, all those extra funds, you might be interested in running for school site council. So school site council is a team, a council, of our principal, 4 classroom teachers, 1 school staff member, 3 students, and 3 parents. So at this time, we have 1 parent representative already, and we have 2 open positions. So if you are interested in running to be a parent participant in our school site council, there is a QR code that you can get on this slide. Again, you have access to these slides on your phone through the QR code on the pink poster. Okay, so this slide is just talking about how important it is, and we reiterate it often, where students have expectations, school personnel has expectations, and parents have expectations. So if we all work together, your students will be a success at our school.
Oh my God, they gave me the microphone again. This is just a terrible idea. Hi, so I'm here to talk about our EL program options. We have 4 of them. It was a little tricky for me to understand this slide the first time around on Tuesday. It's not like I'm just seeing this for the first time today. Anyway, we have 4 slides. We have 4 programs that LUSD has. We have 3 here. Dual language is the one. We don't have that one. We don't have that one. But we do have the newcomer option. Right? The goal is to learn academic and English proficiency, and it's part of the ELD 1 or 2 or sheltered courses. If I'm not mistaken, hi, Miss Kumos, you're up there. That's Miss Escaleda's class, right? Yeah. The 3rd program, we have mainstream English. Okay, and same thing. We're all of the goals. Right? We're trying to get that academic and English proficiency.
These are for our advanced ELD students or L&L students, and they're at the grade level courses, okay? They're gonna be in grade level courses. And then the last one, it's our long-term English learners. Same thing, academic and English proficiency, and they'll be our advanced ELDs and L&Ls, and they are also in our grade level courses. So I think that's it. I made it through the 4 programs, and that's right, 11th grade level coursework. Who am I passing this? All right.
So right now I will be discussing about the 11th grade level coursework. These are the courses that all 11th graders must be taking at this moment. So every 11th grader needs to be in a U.S. history class or an AP U.S. history class, which is the advanced level, college level course in history. They're taking their English course. It's either American Lit or the AP English language. They are taking as their 3rd course a math course, which is the Algebra 2A, or they are taking Intro to Data Science, Pre-Calculus, or AP Calculus. For their science, they're all taking chemistry. The 5th course is a pathway course that all 11th graders take. Our 11th graders right now are either taking sports medicine or the clinical medical science course. And then for the 6th class, if they are taking Algebra 2A, then they are taking Algebra 2A Lab. If not, that 6th course is open for an elective. And then for 7th and 8th, they are taking electives. We offer a variety of electives. Students got to do a course request last year, and we tried to accommodate their request. We also had a class change request last week, and it's still going through this week. If they wanted a change of courses, if there was a mistake in their schedule. But this is pretty much what all 11th graders are taking at the moment.
So tutoring has not started yet. It will start September 8th, and it's right after school on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Tuesdays is early release. So on Mondays, we have CTE in room 201 and 202, as well as health and science. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we have English, as well as Spanish and math. This will be in room 204 and 206, 221, 223, and those happen on both Wednesday and Thursday. Late work will not be accepted unless there's a valid reason for this. However, if you communicate with the teachers, a lot of us are very understanding, and we can do a lot of makeup work here at this tutoring.
Okay, parents and students, there are so many information right now, right? Give me a thumbs up if you're still with us. Thumbs up, very good, but I can see only few parents. So this is one way of informing the teachers that you're still with us, okay? So thumbs up. So overall, let's do the wrapping up of everything that we have said in a simple way of understanding it. We need parent involvement. And one thing that you can be involved, parents, join the SSC, right? It's a school site council. Okay, then attendance, 7 absences per year for your child. And of course, you have to have positive motivation, believe in yourself, be proactive. What do you mean by proactive? Adapt change. Okay, go for it. And then no missing word for your child. Are there any questions about that? Okay.
If in summer of 2022, our school will be offering a trip to Costa Rica. So Ms. Avila and Ms. Enciso are planning a trip to Costa Rica next summer. If you are interested in visiting national parks, waterfalls, hot springs, and boat tours through gorgeous tropical land for 9 days, come join them. They do have an Instagram at HPIAM Travelers that you can follow. They will also have an info session on August 31st at 4 p.m. in room 211. So stay tuned for more details. If you have questions, please feel free to text Ms. Avila. Her number is listed on this slide. Or students, you can just visit her in room 211. You can
email Miss Cecil or visit her in room 225. So this actually concludes our presentation. We strongly encourage you to scan the QR codes on your way out so that you have access to all of our emails or all the information that we just presented